Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. So we have done with two demos. Today is the final demo. So from tomorrow, it will be paid course. You need to make some payment, at least some initial payment you need to make it. And you can continue with tomorrow's class. You will be able to get new meeting ID from tomorrow's class. This meeting ID is going to change. Clear? People who make the payments today, you will be able to receive the new meeting ID. If you don't receive the meeting ID, you can call this number. Okay, after making the payment, if you don't receive the new meeting ID, you can just call these numbers, or you can also call my number, right? I have given my number. My number is this number. So 991 991 9452. I will be able to help you to receive your new meeting ID once you make the payment. You can make the payment in installments, and the complete fee details are going to be, given after this demo is over. So by 12 o'clock or in the afternoon, you will be able to get the payment details and everything. If you don't get any payment, details, you have to call these numbers without fail. Clear? Or you can also mail me saying that I did not get the payment details, sir. Please, just can you help me in that? Or you can also call these numbers. They will be able to tell you everything, right? So people who are new, so what you need to do, you need to watch demo number 1 and demo number 2 videos. So demo number 1 and demo number 2 videos, I will be able to post it so that you will be able to watch. And I'm giving you this form. You need to fill this form. Okay. So somebody told, sir, I have joined today, right? So you need to fill the form. The form is available in the chat window. Okay. Your email address, your full name with surname and location, mobile number, subscribe. You need to watch previous demo classes videos, and the previous demo classes also I wanted to give it to you. These are the last two classes. You just watch, right? These videos are available in my YouTube channel, so Bhaskar Jogi YouTube channel. I have uploaded. I have also given this in the chart window. Just copy them and watch these videos. Okay, Nana? So that is what you need to do it. So Nagsai, right? So Nagsai, are you clear? Chalo. Now, we'll continue. You need to fill the form, click on subscribe, right? So you can also call me if you have any doubt. I have given my direct number in case if you need any support. So this is my direct number. So 991 991 9452. You can call me directly and you can talk to me if you have any questions as well. Nagsai, are you clear? So this is what you need to understand. So tomorrow, what we do, we're going to install SQL Server. We're going to be installing Power BI in your computer. So what kind of a laptop you need to buy, or you need to, have it. So I have given the laptop configuration, but let me tell you what kind of a laptop you need to buy. Let me go to Amazon.com. I wanted to tell you. So I am using Lenovo brand. You can go for any brand. So you can say Lenovo laptops. I'm suggesting, but you can buy any other laptop. So Lenovo laptops, when you search, so below 35,000 rupees is enough. Don't go for 50,000, 60,000 rupees. So and don't buy 20,000 rupees laptops as well. So minimum 30, 32,000, 35,000. So don't go for 46. So this is the good laptop configuration. Dell is there. So 512 GB, 8 GB SSD. So minimum I need 4 GB of RAM, but they're giving you this one. So any processor is fine, i3, i4, any generation is fine. So minimum 256 GB hard disk is there. So SSD means hard disk nana. So this is the hard disk I'm talking about. This is enough, but they are going to give you 512 GB. It is more than that. So this is the minimum configuration I'm planning for. Don't buy 20,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees laptops. Those are not enough. So minimum 35,000 rupees laptops you need to have it, so that you will be able to use them. Okay. So if you wanted to buy this, I'm giving you this configuration in the chart window. Same kind of a configuration, whatever the brand you like. Okay. So laptop configuration I'm providing in the chart window. This kind of a laptop you need to buy it. Clear? So definitely 34 or 32,000 rupees is more than sufficient. When you come down, so 20,000 rupees, no seller on laptops you should buy. So this is the processor. I don't recommend this 20,000 rupees laptop. No seller on you need to buy. This kind of a laptops, no, 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 no. Even though it is for your kid who planning to use, I don't recommend it to buy this laptop. No seller on. It is very very basic laptops, and there is no use. At least buy some 35,000 rupees is sufficient for you to maintain, guys, and don't go for seller on laptops. That is the point. So Lenovo 34,000, 57 I don't recommend. So 24 also don't go for this. At least 35, 34, 25 don't go for this Celeron laptops. So this is the laptop I'm talking about. You need to have. But what is the configuration you need to have? So configuration, as I told you, minimum 4 GB of RAM, any processor without Celeron, and minimum 256 GB hard disk SSD. Compulsorily, you need to have Windows 10 or later, but I strongly recommend Windows 11. If you have a Windows 10, try to install the software. Tomorrow, I'll give you SQL software. Okay, SQL Server software I'm going to be giving you tomorrow, and the Power BI software I'm going to be giving you tomorrow. So you have to install along with me. It will take minimum 1 hour to install it. So this will take only 5 minutes to install it. This will take minimum 45 minutes to 1 hour to install, but you need to have Windows 10 or Windows 11. If you have Windows 7, don't ask me also. Windows 7, we cannot use it. You need to upgrade your systems either 10 or 11. So then only we will be able to install these softwares. Tomorrow, I'll be showing how to install the softwares. I'll give you the software. So tomorrow you need to have the laptop. If you don't have the laptop, at least within a week time, you have to buy a laptop. Without a laptop, you cannot learn the course. And if you miss the batch, next batch will be from next month only. Every month only one batch, same timing. If you don't have the time, at least get a daily recorded videos, practice them in the evening, and connect with me one to one. So that I can clarify your doubts. But don't wait for any other time. We don't have any other batch. Only one batch per month. Remember this point as well. Clear? So this is the configuration I'm going to be talking about. So today, let us talk about what is the data analytics, what is the data science, everything I spoken in the yesterday's demo and day before yesterday's demo. So demo 1, demo 2, you need to watch Nana. So if you miss the demos, then you need to watch it once again. So I have given the links. If you don't have the links, at least call these numbers, people who can send you, or you can also mail me bhaskarjogi@gmail.com if you have any questions. If my team is not responding, you can just mail me your concerns and inform me, tell me your phone number in the mail so that I will be able to talk to you directly. Sarena? So today, let us understand some technical details. Yesterday, I spoken about a lot of history, right? So how uh, let me have some notes. I think I have it here. So this is my direct number I have given you. Anytime you will be able to directly ping me, call me on this number for one-to-one career guidance. Or if you have any questions, sir, I have a PF account, what should I do? Sir, I have a 10 years of gap, what should I do? Sir, I have done my BTech not in 4 years. It took 6 years to complete my BTech. What should I do? Sir, I'm a housewife. What should I do? Sir, many people are telling that I cannot learn this. What should I do? Many people are telling me that recession is going on. What should I do? Everybody is telling that I cannot do this. What should I do? If you have any question, directly call me and schedule a meeting with me so that I can give you proper guidance. It is very, very important. Clear? So yesterday I told you if you have completely, unnecessary skills, if you have it, you need to remove that from your mind and learn the proper skills. Clear? So yesterday I spoken about, when you have a large amount of data, when you have large amount of data, we are going to be storing the data into different technologies, right? Small amount of data means, as I told you, small data you can store in Excel, large amount of data, GBs of data you can store in SQL, and terabytes of data you should be able to store in the data warehousing tools. You must watch yesterday's video without fail. Otherwise, you don't understand this. And when you have a big data, now today IT companies are going to be, storing the data into Hadoop. So complete data in the IT industry is available in four places, right? That is what I told you yesterday. So either data may be available in Excel or any file. It may be flat file also, notepad also, or JSON some files. Or you may have some data in SQL, or you may have data in the data warehousing, or you may have data in the Hadoop or some kind of a big data. So IT industry is going to be storing your data only this. Where is the Facebook data? Where is the ICICI Bank data? Where is the social media data? Where is your company's data? Either maybe in Excel, or maybe in SQL, or maybe in data warehousing, or maybe in your big data Hadoop or any other, Hadoop technologies. This is where the companies are going to store the data. All of them are called data storage technologies or data storage softwares. Clear? When the data is there, so what you're going to be doing? Once data is there, you're going to be performing two types of analysis. One is called data analytics. You get the data from here, you get the data from here, you get the data from here, you get the data from here. You perform a data analytics, or it is also called as a business intelligence. Now, I clearly told you this is what is called understanding past, right? This is one kind of analytics you do. The second kind of analytics that we're going to be doing, that is called is advanced analytics, or people are calling that as what, Nana? So today we are going to be doing one more analytics, that is what is called AI and ML. AI means what? Artificial intelligence or machine learning. So this is what is also called as advanced analytics. Here we are going to be understanding the past. Here we are going to be performing the predictions for the future. Clear? So understand what is the data analytics is something different. What is the AI or data science? AI is called as AI also called as a data science. Data science, data and AI, artificial intelligence or machine learning. People call this also deep learning today. Machine learning, deep learning today. So all these are planning for the predictions. Prediction and అర్థం ఏంటి? జ్యోతిష్ శాస్త్రం, right? So people are going to be telling you, you will become a prime minister next 10 years. There is predictions, right? So we are going to be doing two things. Without data, AI is not going to work. Without, data, even data analytics is not going to work. So the data analytics means what? Understanding the past. What was my business? What was my sales last 5 years? Amazon company wanted to know, understanding past. What will be my sales in next 5 years in India? That is planning for the future or the predictions. Clear? So that is what data science can do, artificial intelligence can do. Clear? But if somebody asks you, what is artificial intelligence? Let me tell you that point. So, okay. So I wanted to tell you what is a artificial intelligence, what is a machine learning, what is a generative AI. All of them you wanted to know. So let us understand what is the meaning of AI. So I'm going to be talking about AI, artificial intelligence. Means what? I will ask you one thing. You are using a machine, right? Computer. So now, if I ask you one question, is it intelligent machine? Does it have intelligence? For example, you have a computer. Does it have a intelligence? No, computers are not intelligent. Machines are not intelligent, right? But what is artificial intelligence? Somehow you have to give the intelligence to the machine so that it can take the intelligence, it can work and it can help you. Clear? So a machine does not have any kind of an intelligence. Clear? So making the machine intelligence is what is called artificial intelligence. Now by default, machines means I'm talking about computer. Computer is not a intelligent. So if you don't study anywhere, if you're in the forest, will you become intelligent guy? You don't know anything about, right? Because you're not studying, you're not in the society, you're in the forest somewhere and nobody is there to help you. You will become a dumb guy, right? So you're not an intelligent guy. So what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence means make the machine intelligent. So, but how do we make? Either, if you're in the society, morning you will go to English class, and afternoon you will go to karate class, and evening you will go to, let us say, maths class. Then after that you will go to cricket class, this class, that class. A lot of things you're going to be learning so that you can become an intelligent guy, right? So if you wanted to a machine to be intelligent, we can do 50 things for the machine. We can do how many things? A lot of things we can do. So what are the things that we're going to be doing? So that is what is called machine learning. So within artificial intelligence, you do some 50 ways in which the machine has to, think. It can think. It can become intelligent. So machine learning is the concept. There are thousands of concepts are available here. So you may be having 50, 100. Some concepts are you're going to be giving and making the machine intelligent. Clear? I don't know. You may be giving X concept, you may be giving a Y concept, you may be giving Z concept. Within that, using the machine learning concept, it can become an intelligent. Okay? Within machine learning, now machine learning is not able to do a lot of things. And now suddenly there is a deep learning concept got into, right? Machine learning will have a lot of issues. So machine learning definitely it will have a lot of data structures, a lot of algorithms, lot of X comma Y comma Z. So some programmings it has, lot of intelligent stuff is there. With the help of that, it can become intelligent. But even the machine learning algorithms we are implementing, it is not so intelligent. Then scientists have to think and understand one more. That is what is called deep learning. So inside the deep learning, today we are going to be using a neural network models. Okay, neural networks models. It is completely from our biology. How inside your biology the neural networks are functioning the same way within the deep learning. There is a algorithm called neural networks. With the help of that, people have developed a large language models today. With the help of deep learning today, we have a generative AI, that is your chat GPT. Clear? So that is how you're going to be, understanding the AI. AI means what? Make the machine, learning a few things. So what kind of a stuff you give with that, you need not worry about it. You may give some X algorithm, Y algorithm, Z algorithm, forget about it. So there are 50 ways in which you can make the machine intelligent. So forget about the intelligence. Using that, a machine can learn and machine can help you to solve some problems. So today, so what machine learning can do? If somebody asks you, a system which can predict the data, so machine learning can do only two things: predictions can be done either with the help of a regression algorithm, or it can do the classification algorithm, or it can do some kind of a clustering algorithms. Only these three algorithms it can do. It can regress the data, it can classify the data, it can perform the clustering. So any machine learning, a system to predict, it can predict. You give the data, it will be able to predict. For example, I have Hyderabad in the month of June in 2020, 05, the rain is 10 centimeters, right? In Hyderabad, in the June, and the next year, the rain was 10 centimeters. And in Hyderabad, in let us say June, in 2007, no rain, something like this, we have data. So using this data, I wanted to predict in Hyderabad, in Hyderabad, now June 2024, whether will I get rain or not? If I get a rain, what is how many centimeters of rain, how much of rain I will be able to get it. So using this data, it will predict whether you will get a rain or not. If there is rain, how much centimeters, what is the quantity of the rain you will be able to predict. It will take the data, predict it. Clear? So that is what is called a machine learning. But today, this is what is called artificial intelligence. It is going to be predicting the data. Now, today, we are talking about within the machine learning, there is a deep learning. And within the deep learning today, we have Gen AI. Gen AI is not going to predict, it is going to generate something. Clear? This system is something different than the system. So I'm talking about Chart GPT. Chart GPT is a generative AI. What do you mean by generative? So it is not going to be predicting. It is not going to be predicting. It is going to be generating what? Generating may it be text or generating a audio file or generating a video file. It is going to be taking an input, maybe text you can give as an input, or you can give a audio file, sound you can give, or a video file you can give. It is going to be taking something from you. It is going to be generating something. So Gen AI or generative AI is not going to predict something. So what it does, it is completely in contrast. So normal machine learning, normal AI is going to predict. But Gen AI Chat GPT is not going to be performing the predictions. It is going to be generating. Generating what? None text. You ask, tell me about Bhaskar Jogi in Chat GPT. It will tell you Bhaskar Jogi, blah, 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 blah. Right? You tell me whether in month of, what was the rains, or I need a story like this, or I need a animation, or I need a photo like this. When you give a text, it will be able to give you a video, or it can give you one audio, or it can give you something. You give some text, you should be able to expect either a text, or you should be able to expect a audio file, video file. Many people are talking about now Sora AI is released. Now you ask something, it is able to give you animation. That is what people are telling. Animated video or animated audio, it can give you. So whatever you wanted to give, it is going to be generating, right? So if you wanted to generate, it has to get the data from somewhere, right? So Gen AI is not going to predict. Gen AI is going to be generating. Clear? The best example I'm talking about today, your Chat GPT or Sora AI. I'm talking about Microsoft Copilot. Where is the Copilot? So when you see in this column, this is a Copilot. You go here, you will be able to ask the question, tell me about Bhaskar Jogi, or tell me about, how the job market in India next 2024. It is going to be generating some text based on the existing text. Clear? So this is what is called generative AI. Generative AI to work, it has to get the large amount of data. So where is the data now? All the data we are talking about, it may be in Excel, it may be in SQL, right? It may be in data warehousing. Now, Gen AI is going to be storing all the data in the Hadoop, very big amount of data. Now, this may be today Spark or Scala. We have to know. So today, Chat GPT is going to be getting the data from this one. So Chat GPT, I'm talking about, is going to be getting either Gemini, Google Gemini, or Microsoft Copilot. All of them are the GI, Chat GPT application, Gen AI applications, which are getting a lot of social media data from somewhere. So this is maybe in the petabyte, maybe in zettabyte, maybe in yottabyte of data. So I can tell you, if it is, let us understand, it is a 500 petabyte of data, which is equivalent to, if you take the data burn in CDs, in DVDs, what is the DVD capacity? 5 GB, 6 GB per DVD. If you take this 500 petabyte of data, if you burn the data into DVDs, it will become 10, Everest mountains. That is the size of the data I am talking about. It will become what, Nana? 10 or 20 more is, Everest mountains. That is the size of the data I am talking about. Only 500 petabyte of data. Now, this much of a data you and me cannot store. Yes, normal company also cannot store. Only Microsoft Chat GPT, Microsoft can, Chat GPT, even Microsoft is putting a lot of money into that. Even Microsoft, Google, Elon Musk, this kind of a people can, take this kind of a data, they will be able to store the data. So we are talking about Chat GPT, you cannot maintain first. A smaller company, a ICICI Bank or State Bank of India will not be able to maintain, because you need to have a large amount of data to be stored somewhere. And on this is a machine learning algorithm. It is going to be trained on this data. It is going to be performing. So you need to understand what is the data we are talking about. Clear? So when you have a bigger amount of data somewhere, and some people would have already captured the data, stored the data, and that data is maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. We are talking about large amount of data today. Any machine learning algorithm today, you can use small amount of data or a large amount of data, but Chat GPT, Gemini, Gemini AI or Sora AI, any applications today have to consume this much of a data. This data you cannot store. Remember that point. Clear? So I wanted to give you some introduction about AI, and this is what you need to understand. Our point not to go into AI stack. If somebody asks you what is a normal AI and what is a Chat GPT, Chat GPT is a generative AI. It is not going to predict anything. You need to understand. It is not going to predict, right? But normal AI, the purpose is to predict something. But generative AI is going to be generating either text or generating a audio by taking your text as an input. That is what is the small difference. Let us come to our program. So I am talking about yesterday I spoken about data. So with the data only, we will be able to perform a lot of BI operations. Now, if you go to Amazon company, you ask, hey Amazon, where is your data? Because I wanted to analyze the data, or I wanted to predict your data. I wanted to find out some patterns. Clear? So you're going to be analyzing some data. You're going to be predicting some data. That means first of all, I need to have some data. Without data, data analytics is not going to work. AI, machine learning is not going to work. So normal data analytics can be done with the help of Power BI, blah, blah, blah. So advanced analytics can be done with the help of a machine learning and AI. You can get a lot of, what do you call, it's a hidden patterns. Walmart published one article. What is the hidden pattern they're able to get using a machine learning? People who are buying baby napkins in the Walmart. See, whenever you buy a toothpaste, you can also buy a toothbrush. That is what is called a pattern. Everybody knows about it, right? But you have some hidden patterns that you don't know. So Walmart has taken their data, they have given the data to the AI, and they were doing a lot of data advanced analytics. They have found one interesting pattern. Many customers who are buying baby napkins, along with that, they're also buying beer bottles. See the correlation. Now, this kind of a pattern is hidden. So everybody knows if you buy a shoe, you will be able to buy a socks. That is the pattern, right? If you buy a Colgate paste, you may buy a brush or you may buy tongue cleaner, right? That is a pattern. But hidden patterns, many people who are planning, who are buying baby napkins, along with that, they have seen a hidden pattern that they're also buying a beer bottles. Now they can keep, along with the baby napkins next to the counter, they'll also keep a beer bottle. There is a good article in the by Walmart. I'll share that article. You can just go read that article. So this is what is a inside pattern that is hidden That by seeing a simple data analytics, you will not be able to understand. You need to do some kind of a AI model that has to be, run on the data. Clear? So data analytics plus AI and ML will give you advanced analytics, hidden patterns. That is what you can understand. Let us go to Amazon.com and ask, I wanted to get your data so that I can do some analysis on your data. Now, Amazon can tell you, hey, I have a lot of issues with the data challenges. And argumenti, I have a lot of problems with the data. So the first problem is the data is not available in a single environment. I'm using Java in India. I'm using Linux in, let us say, in Dubai, right? I'm using, let us say, some .NET in some, some other cities. Some of the data is also coming from Android phones. Some of the data coming from SAP. Some of the data I'm also using in Excel sheets. So lot of data I have it, but all the data of mine is not there in the single place or single environment. In environments, I'm talking about here software environments. Clear? If you go to India, Amazon.com, when you open, it may be Java web application. So if you go to Dubai, it is not a Java web application. It may be something else. It may be .NET application. Now, whether it is a Java or a .NET or Angular JS or X or Y or Z, do you know? I don't know. But Amazon company, know this is a Java application. This is Android application. So this is that application. This is application. So Amazon is going to be, using this kind of an applications worldwide. Now, where is the data located? So Amazon is not running a business in one country or one place. They have data in India. They have data in Dubai. They have data in US. They have data in UK. They have data in, let us say, Middle East, blah, blah, blah. So data is also not there in the centralized place. So I'm talking about a single company called Amazon. Amazon is having lot of environments. Amazon is having lot of data coming from different places. Now, Amazon is also having a different size of data. In India, they're talking about large amount of data. In some Dubai countries, they're talking about medium level data. It may be they're getting petabyte, zettabyte of data. It may be terabyte of data here. So they may be getting small amount of data from Middle East countries, right? Small amount of data. I'm talking about low amount of data, maybe some GBs of data. Clear? When you have a large amount of data, I need to have a bigger servers, bigger network drives, bigger routers, bigger infrastructure. A lot of things I need to plan for when you have a large amount of data. And that is the point you need to understand. So you need to understand what is the accuracy of the data. So I have data, but is it cleaned data? Somebody gives you potato. Do you think that the potato is very cleaned? You may, my neighbor has given me potato, or my father gave me potato yesterday. Now is it cleaned potato? So data accuracy may be cleaned or high accuracy or medium level accuracy. That means I have large amount of data, but the data is not so cleaned, or I may have low level accuracy. Clear? Some Manohar has a doubt. So Manohar, you wanted to ask a doubt? I have given the permission to talk. You can speak now. Any doubt you have? I'm talking about simple company, and this is the data I'm talking about, guys. Any doubts? Anybody has? Manohar, do you have any doubts, Nana? You have raised your hand. Okay. If you don't have anything, I I want to continue further. Okay, you can ask me later also. Now, I'm talking about a single company. It is having a lot of issues with the data. They have data in different places. Data is also not so clean, right? If the potato is not so clean, what will happen? Can you prepare the food with the potato? No, 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 no. You have to clean the potato. You need to clean the tomato. Then only you can use it, right? If the data is not so cleaned, so what will happen? Whatever goes in is wrong, comes out will be wrong. If you put bad potato in your curry, in your dish, you will get a bad dish, right? So you need to clean the data because it is not guaranteed that the data is a cleaned data. It is not guaranteed. You need to Go and sample the data. You will understand, hey, potato, I am having it, but the potato is not so clean. It is my own potato I'm getting from my own farm, but still the potato quality is not very good. So what you do? So 60% is completely scrap. Only 40% of the potato I have to use it, but I have to clean the potato and throw the bad potato out. So that is what is important. So if somebody gives you data, you cannot take the data and use it. No, 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 no. You need to clean the data because data may not be cleaned. Accuracy level may not be good. You have a lot of duplicated data. You have a lot of blank data. You have a lot of incorrect spellings, misspelled data, blank data, wrong values are inserted, lot of issues with the data. Like that, you need to have a lot of issues with the data. Clear? It is not only one issue. If you wanted to perform data analytics or AI/ML application, if you wanted to run on your data, now it is not very easy saying that I have this data, let me run my AI application, let me run my Power BI application, or let me run my X application, Y application on your data. Data has issues. Clear? Now, what should I do? Can I take the data and use it? If a potato is not so cleaned, what I have to do? I need to get the labor, clean the potato, right? If I the leafy vegetables are planning to cook, if the leafy vegetables are not so proper, you need to clean them. Your mother, father, children, everybody will be sitting and cleaning the leafy vegetables. You put them in the salty water. So, lot of circus we are going to be talking about. Now, I'm talking about not a small amount of data. Large amount of data has to be cleaned. Large amount of data has to be centralized. So what to do? How to do that? We are going to be using a software. So I'm going to be talking about, I have a lot of data coming from different places. All the data, this belong to Amazon company's data. It is not a one more company data. I'm talking about only Amazon data. So Amazon company is going to be giving me the data, but they're telling, hey Bhaskar, I don't have the data in single place. You go and get the data. You go and get the data. You go and get the data. It is my data. You can just take the data. It may be there in India. So I have a Java application here. It may be Dubai. In Dubai, I may be using SAP application, but this is my own data. And you can go to US. It may be .NET data, or I have some data in Singapore, maybe Excel data. Like that, all the data, my data only. But I cannot guarantee that it is centralized. It is decentralized data. So what we need to do, step number one, you have to use one application. You will be able to get data from all the places. The application is called as ETL application. Clear? What application I'm talking about today? ETL application. So here, yesterday, we spoken about SSIS. Do you remember? I spoken about one application in yesterday's class, right? So what was the application? In MSBI, there was an application called SSIS application. That application I want to tell you, right? So in MSBA, I was telling, right? So we have a lot of BA application. In MSBA, there is application called SSIS. This is a ETL application. ETL stands for extracting the data, transforming the data, loading the data. So this application I'm going to be using to perform the extract the data. Extract means simply read the data. Transform means simply what and clean the data. So transform means what? It is simply clean the data. Then next you are going to be loading the data, means write the data in the destination. Get the data from these sources and transform the data. Transformation means you may clean the data. Clear? So after that you are going to be loading the data. Where will you load the data? Initially you are going to load all the data into one bigger computer. This computer is called as a staging computer, stage server or staging server. You are going to be getting a bigger computer, bigger machine. This machine is called as a staging. Staging means temporary. It is not a permanent. Clear? It is a bigger machine. You're going to be buying all the data from Java, SAP, .NET, Singapore, all the data you can get from the ETL, from SSIS application. It is going to be getting the data from here, from here, from here. I can merge, I can combine the data. Why? Because it is single company data, Amazon data. I can combine the data, correct? So all the data I should be able to keep it in a staging server. Staging server is a bigger server where SQL is installed. Clear? So what I do inside the SQL, I'm going to be keeping all the data. I'll be placing data from here, data from here, data from here. All the data is here. All the data can go and it is going to be placed. After that, what I do? I'm going to be doing what is a work called as data cleansing work. Okay, data cleansing work you're going to be doing. I will give you simple example so that you will be able to understand. You can go to a supermarket. What you do? You go to shop number one buying a brinjal or buying a tomato. What you do? You're going to be getting the cleaned potato, cleaned brinjal, and the first kind of a cleaning work will be happening in the shop itself. You go to the shop number one, buy a good potato. You're going to be cleaning. Go to next shop, buy some, let us say, uh, ladies' fingers, right? Go to shop number three, buy some leafy vegetables. Go to shop number four, you buy some fruits and everything. All of them are called what? And all of them are cleaned. You're going to be cleaning at the source level. You're getting and storing. But after that, what you do? All the vegetables, you're going to be putting them into a bag. Clear? You're going to be putting them in the carry bag. So carry bag is your plastic bag or carry bag will be staging server. Staging and are temporary. Clear? You buy vegetables and you're going to be keeping them. After coming home, what you do? Again, you're going to be cleaning, right? First time of a cleaning, filtering is happened here, but it is not guaranteed. You clean some data here itself at the time of getting the buying the vegetables, you're cleaning it. But it is not guaranteed that all the vegetables are cleaned. Again, you come home, open your bag, you're going to be again you're going to be cleaning the vegetables. Some potato is gone, again you need to cut them. Some potato you need to peel them. Leafy vegetables you're going to be soaking them into the normal water or salty water and cut the some cabbage and put some turmeric powder. You do lot of circus. So that circus is called as data cleansing work. Clear? I'm going to be removing duplicate data. I am going to be merging some columns, or I am going to be splitting the data. I am going to be converting the data, or I am going to be correcting misspelled data. అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా? So all of the circus I'm going to be doing because end of the day, I wanted to use these vegetables for the cooking purpose. I have to clean those vegetables properly. I have to clean the data properly because I wanted to use them later. So all the cleaned vegetables you are going to be taking and again with the help of SSIS or you can say ETL, again what will happen? You're going to be performing ETL operations. You will get again SSIS application. You read the data from this computer. You will be able to load the data into the final destination. It is a cleaned data now. Cleaned data you need to store somewhere. You have carry bag, you have opened it, you will get the cleaned vegetables because you're soaking, cleaning and putting. All the data can go to where, Nana? All the data now can go into, let me just move this side ahead. Okay. Now all the data, all the vegetables can go where? All the vegetables can go into refrigerator. Kada? All the vegetables, you open the refrigerator. So this is your refrigerator. All the vegetables can go. This refrigerator is called as a data warehouse. Ardhamavutunda? So what is the size of the carry bag? Very small, right? You can carry 3 kg, 4 kg, 5 kg. But what about your refrigerator, it is, you can accommodate at least 10 bags of your vegetables, you can keep it, right? So data warehouse is nothing but your refrigerator. All the cleaned vegetables are going to be keep it there. So we are going to be getting the data from different sources. Now all the data can go where, none. All the data will be going to your staging server. You clean it here. Cleaned data will be going to your data warehousing. I'll give you simple example so that you will understand everything. I don't have a water in my house. Now Bangalore is having lot of water crisis, kada? So what normally Bangalore government is doing, morning 6 o'clock, water tanker goes to a near to apartment. Now all apartment people will go, they'll carry water buckets, they'll carry a lot of dabbas and boxes, they will be able to catch the water, right? So what they're doing, they're able to go collect water. So how are they collecting? They may be collecting water into plastic bucket or the steel containers, or they may have the water into normal other boxes. You go to the street, there is a water tanker. What you do? You take a bucket. You and your brother, mother, everybody will go. Water crisis. You carry 3 buckets: silver bucket, steel bucket, like that. You carry different buckets. This is a steel bucket, silver bucket, right? You may be having plastic bucket. Lot of things you're going to be carrying. Once the water is full, what you do? You are going to be getting the water directly, putting the water into where, Nana? All the water will come from here. Manually, you're going to keep your water in your drum. So this is what is called your tank or the drum. You are buying 4 to 5 tanks or the drums. So manually you go, this is your bucket, you fill the bucket and get the water and putting into your drum or the tank. Now daily you're going to be going and getting the water and putting it here. So like that in the drum you have the water. Clear? Now tell me, why are you not carrying the drum to the street? You cannot lift them, right? So end of the day you're going to keep the water into the drum, but it is not guaranteed that you cannot take the drum to the street because you cannot lift it. Clear? You always carry the buckets only. So these are called, according to technical understanding, these are called, the source systems are called what, Nana? So I will be able to tell you all the buckets we're going to be talking. These are nothing but your OLTP applications. What kind of an applications I'm talking about? OLTP applications, wherever initial data is going to be captured. Okay, so I'm talking about a new concept now, OLTP. OLTP means what, Nana? Online ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ ప్రాసెసింగ్ అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ మీన్స్ ఇన్ తెలుగు లావాదేవీ. What do you mean by transaction? Transaction means you buying a fruit is a transaction, booking a hotel room transaction, canceling a flight ticket transaction, or you're inquiring the course in goonlinetrainings.com a transaction. Transaction means whatever you do, that is a transaction, a work, a lavadevi. So you go, this is your Amazon application. Morning 6 o'clock, I wanted to buy one product. I have opened my laptop and I have went to Amazon.com. I have opened like this, Amazon.com. So morning 6 o'clock, I thought of buying something, buy one Lenovo laptops. I am going here, I have selected, click on buy now. I give my lot of data. All the data from my laptop, where it goes, Nana, I am automatically connected to this India website. All my data is going to come here and going to be placed. Clear? So whenever we are buying any product, so from my computer, data will come and data will be stored in a Amazon company's website or Amazon application. So this data is a fresh data. Just now I have purchased the laptop, like that. Many people are buying regularly. All the data will come. Clear? So OLTP means what you need to understand. OLTP means always which is going to be having a fresh data. So whenever you buy a product, all the data will come to a OLTP application, maybe Java application, SAP application, .NET application, Excel, doesn't matter whether it is a fresh data or not. You go to you take that bucket and go to the tanker, and you will be able to get the fresh water. Fresh water is there in your steel bucket, silver bucket, doesn't matter. If it is a fresh water, you need to say that is OLTP data. OLTP water means what, Anna? Fresh water. But problem is what? Very small amount of water you can get it. So what is the bucket size? I'm talking about 30-40 liter. Here we are going to be talking about GBs of data that you can store in this machine. These machines are not very big. When you compare with the drum is very bigger. This is a bucket. So bucket can have the fresh data. Bucket can have a small amount of data, small amount of water you can store it. What is the capacity? 30 liter, 40 liter that you can lift. So OLTP servers are nothing but it may be any server. It may be fresh data. It is storing small data, and end users are going to be giving you this data, but this data is completely read and write data. So 80% of the time people are going to be writing the data. Simple example, I go to amazon.com. What I do, I am going to be buying the product. Buying means writing the data, right? You go to ICICI Bank or State Bank of India, what you do? What is my balance? That is reading. Afterwards, what you do? You transferring the funds, deposits, and cash withdrawals, paying EMIs, lot of things. Data will be writing. So OLTP data means small amount of data, small servers we are going to be maintaining. In that, fresh data is going to be there. The server may be Java server, .NET server, Android server, X application, Y application, doesn't matter. It may be steel bucket, plastic bucket, or it may be some mud bucket. We don't know. We are going to be capturing the fresh water. Fresh buckets are called as OLTP servers. That is what you need to understand. Clear? So most of the time you're going to be writing the data. 20% of the time you're going to be reading the data. Now you have one kind of an application. The second kind of an applications are called as OLAP applications. Online analytical processing. OLAP means. Now tell me, every day people are buying the products and all the data coming here, but one day this server will be full, right? So you go to the water tanker. This is your bucket. Your bucket will be full after 5 minutes, right? What you do? You're going to be getting the water, and all the water you're going to be manually putting into your drum. So data warehousing is nothing but your OLAP application, or it is your drum. అర్థమవుతుందా? So you have your OLAP application I'm talking about here. So this is your OLAP application. Right, let me go. OLAP means not fresh data. Every day water is going to be there. It is going to be your historical data of the company. So now tell me, today I am buying, tomorrow I'm buying. Within 1 month or 6 months, the server is full. If the server is full, what should I do? I need to take all the data from here. I need to put all the data into, I need to put all the data here. Now this will become a empty. The server will become empty because it is getting the data day 1, day 2, day 3, 6 months. The server will become a full. The server is very small in hardware size because it is a bucket size I'm talking about. Kada? So the data I'm able to get, this server is also full. This data also I'm able to get it. I'm able to keep it here. Now I'm able to go and get the data from here. So this data, you will be able to get it here. So after that, this servers also will become a blank server. అర్థమవుతుందా? So daily you go get the data and keeping it. All the fresh data will be there in OLTP servers. So Dubai people data, .NET US people data, all the data you're able to get it, and you're going to be keeping it to your drum. So drum is going to be having today's water, yesterday's water, 10 days before water. It is historical data, old data. That is the point. It is not a small data. Everybody is going to be putting the data. It is a large amount of data. So every month, you're assuming that every month 500 GB of data into 12 months of data. It will become what, Nana? It is 6,000 GBs of data is equivalent to 6 terabytes of data. So now I have a large means terabytes of data I should be able to store in my OLAP. OLAP is nothing but a drum. Drum capacity is a 10,000 liter or 1,000 liter or 2,000 liter tank or drum you're going to be having. So these are the bucket. Bucket may be 30, 40 liter. If the bucket is full, you're going to be taking the water and keeping it here. It is old data. It is read-only data, right? So last year, you have purchased lot of products. Can you modify the data? It is historical data. You go to bank, lot of transactions you have done last year. Can you modify the data today? No, no, no. Where is the today's data? Today's data will be there in the OLTP of ICICI Bank, but old data will be there in the OLAP or data warehousing in your ICICI Bank. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో ఓలాప్ అంటే డేటా వేర్ హౌసింగ్ అని అర్థం. డేటా వేర్ హౌస్ మీన్స్ a bigger server where you're going to be storing large amount of data. But what kind of a software data warehouse is going to be maintaining? It is going to be maintaining large hardware we have plus SQL software only installed. Yesterday I spoke, and if you wanted to store large amount of data, definitely you need to have large hardware. But what software you're going to be using? SQL. End of the day to store the data. Now tell me, bucket is also plastic, a drum is also plastic. What is the difference? Bucket will be small, drum is bigger, or a tank is bigger, but made up of plastic. This may be a Java, SQL, it may be anything, but end of the day, data warehousing wanted to store the data. It is also a software. It is also software. But if you wanted to store large amount of data, your data warehousing will be what, Nana? A large hardware SQL. We are not going to get the Java code. We are going to be getting the data. Data can be stored in the SQL. Dubai, we are not going to be getting SAP. We are going to be getting data from SAP. We are not going to keep the steel bucket here. We are going to be keeping water from the steel bucket or the plastic bucket. The data is going to come. So this is what is called data warehousing. So what is SSIS? Means it is nothing but your motor pump. So one day you told, Arey Bhaskar, I don't want to manually lift and shift the water. I am buying a motor pump. So this is the bucket. If the bucket is full, this is a motor pump. I switch on the motor. All the water I'm connecting to this directly. All my water can go to my tank. So this will be my motor pump. Ardhamavutunda? So what you need to understand ETL is a motor pumps. Let me go to motor pump. So this is my motor pump. So motor pump can be connected to one source, maybe one source, maybe multiple sources, maybe multiple sources. This is connected to one big tank or the drum. Now, this is what is called your ETL. Clear? So ETL may be your SSIS. It is from one company. You have a Crompton, Texmo, Mahindra. Like that, many companies are having ETL. ETL means what, Nana? Data import export softwares. That is what you need to understand. Nothing but your motor pump. Kada? Motor pump ఏం చేస్తుంది? It will take the water from bucket. It is going to be putting the water into the tank or the drum. Like that, your ETL packages are nothing but this SSIS is there, ADF is there, then you have Informatica is there, then you have data stage is there. So different companies ETL tools are available. So we are going to be using Microsoft ETL tool. Either you can use SSIS or you can use ADF. We have Informatica, data stage, ODI, Oracle data integrator. Lot of companies ETL tools are available. ETL means what, Nana? Motor pump. It is going to be taking the data from here and putting the data into this. That is what you got to understand. In your body, there is a ETL. Can you tell me what is your ETL? Pumping the blood from one place to another place. Your heart is a ETL. What is a staging? Staging means a cleaning. Your kidney is a staging area in your body. Your kidney is cleaning the blood and everything. your ETL, your heart is pumping the blood from one place to another place. ETL means pumping, or you extract the data, you load the data. Heart is not going to transform. It is not going to clean the data, but kidney is going to be cleaning your data. So you have a staging area. Kidney is a staging area. Your ETL is a heart. You're pumping the blood from one part to another part. Then only entire human body is working fine. Ardhamavutunda? So like that you need to understand. Clear? In this example, I'm getting the water. I'm able to pump the water from one place to another place. I'm not going to be using what is called as a manually system. I'm using a motor pump. So what I do, I take this water. I'm going to be directly pumping into this. But one day my mother told me, Bhaskar, I think water is muddy, not so cleaned. Again, what I do, I have to buy one more drum or one more tank. That one more tank is called a staging tank. Ardhamavutunda? It is also plastic tank. I am going to be getting all the bad water. I am going to be putting it here. I'm going to be cleaning the water, reverse osmosis. I'll boil the water. I'll put lot of chlorine. So somehow I'm going to be cleaning the water. Cleaned water, I have it available in the tank. I'm using one more pump. From here to here, again, I'm going to be loading the data. So get the bad water, and I'm going to be cleaning the water. Cleaned water will go to a reservoir, or it may go to your final this one. This data is ready to use data. Data warehousing data is ready to use data. Now, Telangana government is getting the water from Godavari, getting the data from Musi, getting the data from Krishna, getting the data from all of them. They're using a lot of pumps. All the water they will be able to get it. They'll be keeping into one Kaleshwaram project. They'll be pumping the water from here and cleaning in the Kaleshwaram. Cleaned water, again, they'll put a lot of water pumps that will go to a reservoir. From the reservoir, this water will go to your Hyderabad city, Secunderabad city, so that you can use the water. Clear? So it is nothing but your ETL. So go to different rivers, collect the water and clean the water, because all the water we can combine, because it is not a petrol. Godavari will have water. Krishna will have a water. Everywhere, every source will have a water. I can clean the water and put the water into big reservoirs, and from here I can supply the water to Hyderabad, Secunderabad. So data warehousing is a big reservoir. It is going to be getting the data from multiple sources of the places. It may be your X or Y or Z. So wherever you're getting, these are called OLTP application. OLTP applications always are going to be connected to end users. You always buy a product, you always connected to OLTP application. So fresh data will be generated by the end users. Ardhamavutunda? So you go to ICICI Bank, State Bank of India, you do some transaction, you deposit the cash. That is a fresh data. So fresh data will be go to OLTP. So ICICI Bank application is OLTP application. You go to bookmyshow.com, you're going to be buying a movie ticket for, let us understand, uh, some movie. So what will happen? There is a fresh transaction. So the Book My Show is a OLTP application. Phone Pay, you're going to be transferring the funds today because you need to pay tuition fees to me. Fresh transaction. All the application which you're using, it may be Android application or Java application, maybe banking application. All applications are called OLTP applications. That is what you got to understand. Clear? Now, all the data you got it here, but if you have the data, nothing is going to be happening. You have to get the data. Now, I have the vegetables in the refrigerator. This is my refrigerator. I have some data. For example, I have 10 is there. I have 20 is there. I can simply store the data in the tank, or I can store the water in the tank. So, if you only store water, nothing is going to be happening, right? So, you have a lot of vegetables in the refrigerator. What do? You have to cook the vegetables. You need to process the vegetables. So for the cooking purpose, what normally we do? We go to the kitchen. We are going to be switching on the stove. We need to cut the vegetable. You are going to be processing the chicken, and you're going to be processing the rice. You're going to be making a chicken biryani. So where will you go? You have to go to kitchen. So in the kitchen, you are going to be processing your vegetables, chicken. You are going to be preparing a biryani. Kadanana? So all the chicken, all the vegetables, all everything is here. You have to process your data. What do you mean by process? I wanted to know what is the total. Total is 30. So you are going to be aggregating the data. You wanted to know what is the total sales, what is the average sales, what is the minimum sales, what is the maximum sales, what is the sales in India, what is the sales in Dubai, what is the sales in for Sony laptops, what is the sales for Apple iPhones, what is the sales for men clothing, women clothing. A lot of processing need to be done. That can be done within the kitchen. అంతే కదా కిచెన్ లోకి వెళ్ళి ఐ నీడ్ చికెన్ కబాబ్, ఐ నీడ్ చికెన్ బిర్యానీ, ఐ నీడ్ boneless chicken curry, I need a chicken soup. So lot of items you can prepare with the chicken. You have the data here, you need to you have the vegetables and chicken, everything is there in the data warehousing. Data warehousing is a refrigerator. You can think like that. So a refrigerator cannot process the data. Data warehousing cannot process the data, but I cannot eat raw chicken, right? I need to process. For the processing purpose, we're going to be using one more application called SSAS. So that application is where you're going to be creating a cube, you're going to be processing the data. That is what yesterday I told you, right? So you are going to be going to the kitchen, you are going to be processing the data. So analysis where you are going to be processing and you are going to be creating a cube. Clear? So SSAS, so ETL is a motor pump. You store the data into the data warehousing. Then SSAS is going to be your kitchen. You are going to be prepared nice food and biryani is ready in the kitchen. After that, what you do? You are going to be taking the food, serving the food in the plate. Kada? So we are going to be taking the food and we are going to be getting a plate. So what is your plate now? You tell me. Can you guess what is your plate? This is what is your plate. Kada? So this is what is called your reporting or Power BI. So reporting means showing the data. Okay. It may be Power BI. It may be your Excel, or it may be your Tableau, or it can be anything where you will be able to process the data. You will be able to go and keep the data, create a visualization. So these visualizations are prepared here. So these are going to be given to the business managers. Okay, your manager will going to take this report. He will be able to see how the sales is happening towards Apple iPhones last year. What is the sales happened last 5 years sales in India? Lot of Power BI reports we are going to be creating. We are going to be analyzing. Not you. Who's going to be analyzing, Nana? It is your manager in the ICICI Bank or manager in the Amazon Bank. So end of the day, as a Power BI developer, what you do? You get their data, you clean the data, you store the data, you process the data. So getting the data from here, storing the data, cleaning the data, processing the data. So this is what is called as a data engineering. Ardhamautunda? So data engineering means get the data, clean the data, store the data. So this is data engineering. It is also called as a data preparation. Okay. Once data is prepared, so what is a data analytics ante em cheptaru meeru? Data analytics means you have to get the data, prepare the data first. So data engineering is also called as a data preparation. So data preparation, once you prepare the data, get the data, clean the data, store the data in the data warehouse, then you process the data in the cube, then you display the data in the report. So after that, what you do, you are going to be creating a lot of reports. So data engineering will be 60% of the work, reporting will be only 40% or 30% of the work that we're going to be doing. So data engineering means you have to know SQL, you have to know data warehousing, you have to know data modeling, you have to know ETL, you have to know SSAS cube, blah, blah, blah. Reporting means you need to know only Power BI. Clear? If you learn only Power BI, you will not perform data analytics. You can create a report, but to create a report, you need to do the data engineering, get the data, clean the data, store the data, put the data. It will take a lot of time. It is also called as a data and analytics or BA. So same thing is going to be for your machine learning also. In the AI or ML also, what we are going to be doing, you have the data engineering, then you're going to be using AI or ML to perform your predictions. Clear? So in this application or in these applications, we need to give much more importance to data engineering. Get the data, clean the data, store the data. Either you may use data warehouse or you may use anything else. Forget about it. You have to store the data. This is what is called data preparation. So that is what we're going to be doing. And in the company, you will be able to create a report. But what is difficult activity is a data engineering activity. I wanted to prepare a biryani. So for 1,000 people, is it can I do it in within one day? No, 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 no. You have to go to supermarket at least 10 days before, sample the rice, sample the chicken, sample the spices, and if the spices everything is good, then you can get them and you can put them in the dry sun. You dry them and after that you clean them, you grind them. Then a lot of things you're going to be doing. And one day before you get the chicken, cut them, marinate them, soak them, put them. Morning 7 o'clock chef comes, he will be switching on the stove, he will be able to prepare the chicken biryani. So chicken biryani can be prepared in 4 hours, but the preparation took at least 1 month before. So food preparation will take 10 days before or 1 month before, but the preparing biryani will be happening on that day. Kada? So reporting anybody can do. It can be done within 4 hours. But data preparation has to start before 10 days of the reporting. So data preparation, food preparation will take a lot of time. Ardhamavutunda? So you have to know reporting, plus you need to know the data engineering. So SQL, data warehousing, everything we're going to be learning along with the Power BI. So the complete course where we're going to be learning data engineering and Power BI. So that is what is the course agenda for next 3 months. April, May, June, everything is going to be happening like this. Clear? So, so I'll give you a simple example and I'll stop it. Now, you go to medical hospital. You wanted to perform a medical test. You go to the doctor and you say that, sir, I'm having a fever. Then doctor will write, you go for the blood test, you go for the scanning, you go for the blah blah blah. So doctor is the guy who's asking you to go for the medical test. Then you go to laboratory. A lab technician is going to be there. What he does, he will be collecting the blood, processing the blood, and creating a report that report will be given to the doctor. Doctor is will be seeing the report. He will be able to tell you, you have a problem, take this medicine, this medicine, this medicine. So what is your role in this? You are going to be lab technician. You are going to be collecting data, processing data, creating a report. You're not going to be analyzing the data, whether you have a cancer or whether you have a malaria fever or a dengue fever. That will be analyzed by the doctor. So in our example, in Amazon company, Amazon management will ask you, hey Bhaskar, I need this kind of a report. Now you create a report by taking the Amazon data, you give the report to manager. Manager will decide why the sales is down, whether the sales is up. You're not going to be analyzing their business. So data analyst, or you can become a business analyst, or you can become any analyst in the company. You're simply getting the data, cleaning the data, storing the data, processing the data, creating a report. That is what normally you do it. Clear, Nana? So I will tell you and small thing and I will be able to close it. Now, compulsorily, you have to learn SQL Server. And if you learn SQL Server, then only you will be able to understand any technology. That is what I told you. But let me give you SQL history. SQL Server is started by Microsoft. It is a 1.0 released in year 1989. It is a purely SQL or RDBMS software which can store the data. Tarvata 5.0, then 7.0, then SQL Server 2000 got released. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో టిల్ దాట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ కంప్లీట్లీ ఆర్డిబిఎంఎస్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్. తర్వాత 2005 got released. So which is released in 2005, which is not only SQL database, inside they have released what is called as MSBA. Right? So MSBA means SSIS, SSAS and SSRS got released. So what is SSIS, Nana? It is nothing but SQL Server Integration Services. This is a ETL software. Then SSAS means it is SQL Server Analysis Services. Analysis services where you create a cube and we are going to be processing your data. The last one is called SSRS. SSRS is gone now. Nobody is using this kind of a reports because more advanced tool is what, Nana? Instead of SSRS, people are going to be using Power BI. Clear? So SSAS is a ETL tool. SSRS is this. SQL Server 2005 onwards MSBA released, but Power BI 2015 it got released. Lot of versions you got it. SQL Server 2008, Tarvata 2012, 2015, 2017, 2019. Current version is 2022. You can install any one of these versions. You will be able to have SQL plus MSBA will be installed on that. So tomorrow I'll show you how to install it. Hope you have enjoyed this session. This is the final demo. So tomorrow, I'm going to be giving you how to install SQL software. I will give you software, and if you have the laptop ready, we can continue to install tomorrow. This meeting ID is going to change. You will be able to get the payment links and everything. So if you don't get, you can just call them. Payment, at least make the initial payment and continue in this batch. If you miss this batch, next batch will be from the May 1st. Thank you, guys.